Hello and welcome to the Cloud Therapist vlog. Today, I'll be talking about achieving key foundations for a cloud operating model. I'll be focusing on certain factors that dictate the capabilities that IT teams will be able to command in a cloud-native environment. There is a plethora of services and software platforms in the cloud that organizations can employ right now, either for test and dev or for production. However, a migration to the cloud is a journey and needs to be achieved with a solid foundation that is based on the cloud operating model. There are a number of factors to consider in the design of a cloud environment. Most importantly, these include networking, security, provisioning, and operations. In this video, I'll be focusing on networking and security. I will cover provisioning and operations in a future vlog. So networking in the data center has traditionally focused on dedicated hardware, and changes to the network requires a rigid process, which often can take days, if not weeks, to complete. This is perpetuated by features such as static IP addresses, emphasis on host-based systems, physical emphasis on modifications and new additions. In a cloud-native environment, connectivity is based on dynamic IP addresses, logical segmentation, and the service mesh architecture. Also in the cloud, the emphasis is no longer on the host server, but the actual service or services that host server is actually providing. In a cloud environment, if an application requires a database, the details of the database, that is IP address of the server, host name, would not be embedded into the application's code or left exposed in a plain text or configuration file. Instead, the application would make the request to the service registry that will put it in touch with the database service that's running within the cloud environment. This removes the burden from the application having to make a complicated request, as well as make the application more secure by reducing the number of vulnerabilities in its code. This is achieved by detaching the act of connecting and verifying with the database from the application itself. Further, it will change the thinking of the IT organization to move to a service-oriented design if this is followed. For security, the data center employs a castle moat approach, firewalls for perimeter protection, and Active Directory for application authentication, effectively a high trust environment. Cloud automatically assumes a zero trust environment and short-lived identification and access management tokens, issued by a secrets manager as an independent source of authority and as a dynamic issuer of authentication and authorization. A secrets manager can also handle encryption requirements for data, both at rest and in flight, as well as offering backwards compatibility. When it comes to building a dynamic, scalable, and iterative cloud-native architecture, organizations must bear in mind the changes needed in both networking and security. Without good design and governance of the factors discussed in my original article, it's difficult to achieve success in a cloud environment. Looking forwards, cloud principles and goals must be served by an architecture that is intended to innovate on the organization's needs and continuously deliver on its long-term goals. To move to the cloud, IT departments need to deliver a comprehensive and innovative cloud operating model that will help the business maintain its current operations, as well as provide a platform for innovation and agility to meet tomorrow's demands. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, please subscribe and like this video. Also, send us your comments. We always appreciate your feedback. Thank you. These advantages will really give you that's just no. Oh man, this was harder than I thought.